Hi guys. So as you know, we are making a series on Kotlin Basics for beginners, and in our previous video we have learned about constructors, how we can create a default constructor, a primary constructor and secondary constructor, and how we can use init in Kotlin. So today we are going to learn about another new thing in Kotlin, which is getter setters, how to define getter setters for variables in Kotlin, and we are going to learn about how we can initialize variable in Kotlin. So basically we are going to learn about initialization using Lateinit Lazy and just assigning null value to the variable. So let's jump into onto the example. We have getter. I have created a file getter and setter, and this let's just make a function that is main, and in main function, and now let's create another class. Let's name it as laptop. So I have created a class laptop. In this, let's just define a variable name of laptop. So I have created it as string. So when we define a variable and we didn't assign any value to it, so in the Kotlin gives us an error that property must be initialized. So one way is just to assign, to make it nullable and assign null value. So when you are going to use it in further, then you can assign another value to the name and you can use it. So this is how you can initialize using null. But how we are going to learn today is how we can do it using Lateinit. So Lateinit. So as the name specifies, Lateinit, that means we are going to initialize this variable later on the class. So basically you are going to assign the value to the name variable later in the class. So for this, let's just create a function and name the laptop. I have just given the function name as name the laptop, and in this just assign a value to the name, that is Dell. This is how you initialize the variable using Lateinit. And when you are using the keyword Lateinit, keep that in mind, it is always used with where variables, not with val. And to check if your uh, variable is initialized or not, what we can do is we can use simply name. Either you can check it like this name dot is initialized, and let me just print it once before initializing and another time after after uh, like once we have defined it before initializing, and another thing we have check it and after initializing. So basically initialization is assigning a value to the variable. And here let's just create a object for this lab, that is laptop, and now just call the function that is lab dot name the laptop. So let's check it, let's run it and see and what output we will have. So you will see before initialization the value of this print like for the name variable, and after initializing you can check, you can simply initialize the values using Lateinit, and you can check as well if the values has been initialized of the variable is not done or not. So before initializing you see it is given us as false, and after initializing it is coming as true. So this is how you can use Lateinit with where, and when you want to initialize a variable later on the class. So in future you are going to learn like where we can use Lateinit. Basically when you want to use dependency injection, then also you can use Lateinit. So another thing we have is lazy. So basically we use lazy with the lazy keyword when we want the initialization of a variable like which is heavy, like which is at long you can say a long time taking process, and this there is a heavy process is done is going to be done, then we use lazy. Basically lazy is used when we want to create the object of a basically of a class, but we want it only when we want to use it somewhere. So for example, when we have created the the laptop lap object of this laptop. As we are using the name the laptop, then we have basically created it. Otherwise, if we because even if I don't use it, it will create this lap object. But if you want like to create this lap object and use only when we are going to use it somewhere, then we use lazy. So basically how we can do it, that is like, this is the lab, and we can just simply give it a type laptop, and that is uh, and we can do it like this by lazy, and it will give us the laptop, and we have created the object. So this is how. Now this lab will only be created when we are going to use it somewhere. So for example, when we are going to use it like this, lab dot name the laptop, then only it will be created, because you are going to use it in this process. Otherwise, when we are going to run this main function, then it is not going to be object is not going to be created. This is how you use lazy to create objects of classes which are doing some heavy process, or which you only need on demand. Then we use lazy, and you will learn more about it in future when you are going to when you are going to use it more. So this is how, guys, you are going to use lazy and Lateinit in Kotlin. So let's now jump on to the getter and setter. So we have a class laptop, and in this let's create a constructor. So basically just give the name as string, laptop name that is, and we can simply just give it a brand, give it like this, and create another one where memory, that is an int, I will say. So we have this, and guys, to show like to use it in this way, we have created a laptop class in which we have a constructor which is having a brand and a memory. So to to show you the getter and setter, how we can define getter and setter, basically we can do it like this. We have a we have to create a where, right? And let's just pass this as, not as the property, just simply have this as like this. We will have the name, that is brand, and where storage equals to memory, right? So now we have two variables, and we can, how we can create, well, lap, that is laptop, and are we can pass the value as brand Dell, and storage I'm passing it as 5. So we are assigning the value and using it like this. So guys, here what we can do is simply when we have assigned this value, you can also assign the value directly, lap dot name, or we can say lap dot storage equals to 10, and also you can assign a negative value to the storage as well, like this. You can assign the value as like this. So to avoid these kind of things, to have some validation, we use getter and setters. So for example, in the storage, what we can do is we can simply define it like this: set, that is value, and in this we can set some basically condition. If value greater than 0, then do this. We can simply do like then we have a field in the set equals to value. Else what I'm going to do is we can simply print that storage cannot be negative, right? So let's run it and let's see what we are going to have. So basically in the setter for this storage, what I have done is I have set and I have defined the value, and you can simply you have to take care like field equals to value, and else we are doing the print, like first of all we are going to assign the value 10, and then we are going to assign the value -2. Let's run it and let's see if we are getting, when we are, yeah, storage cannot be negative because we try to assign value as -2. Another thing we can do is we can define. So guys, so this is how you can set the value, and let's now check for getter. So here we are going to try the writing the getter for just let me delete it. And to do this we have to do simply get, and this here we also have the, like here we have the field value, here also we have the field value. So in this what we can do is field dot, we can simply do right, like we can perform any operation like to uppercase. This is deprecated, so let's try with return. We can say field is the value, basically returning value which we are going to have. So let's do one thing. The brand is hashtag dollar field, right? So here let me just simply print lap dot name. So we have written the getter for this, and the value which we are going to have is, let me just try to run it and you will see, yeah, the brand is Dell. So this is how you can simply define the getters and setters for the variables, and this is we can how you can simply define the Lateinit initializations in Kotlin. So guys, this is all for today. In our next videos we are going to learn more about Kotlin, and till then guys, do let me know if you want me to make some videos on some specific topic in Kotlin. And till then, keep learning, keep watching. Cheers, bye. Do like, comment, and subscribe this video. Thank you.